Now then, how you doing? I hope you're well. I recently visited the meeting point of three counties, Derbyshire, Staffordshire and Cheshire. Shires Head features so many interesting visual elements, all in perfect proximity to each other, that I would say it's difficult to find a bad composition. It's like a gift to the landscape artist. Dare I say it, you can't really go wrong. This is Axe Edge Moor in the Peak District, and I'm on my way to an absolutely fantastic location. It's a moody day out on moors with low cloud clinging to hills. The building you see in the distance is the Cat and Fiddle, formerly the second highest pub in Britain. Now it's the country's highest distillery. I've enjoyed a few pints in there over the years, I can tell you. My target today, however, is the meeting point of three counties, Derbyshire, Staffordshire and Cheshire. A location known as Shires Head, or also known locally as Shire Heads, as in the heads of three shires. It's an anomaly that I suspect originates from a spelling mistake. Against my better judgment, I'm going to stick with how it now appears on the Ordnance Survey maps. That'll be Shires Head then. The watercourse you see flowing through here is the River Dane, and the pool below the bridge is known as Panniers Pool. It's an absolutely corking spot at any time, although I should warn you, it does attract large numbers of visitors on hot days, despite it being quite a trek to get to. Needless to say, it's a brilliant spot for a picnic. Not to mention the fact that, what with the bridge, the waterfalls and the surrounding hills, it makes a rather pleasing subject for a painting. I have to tell you that I didn't always paint like this. If I go back 20 or 30 years and look back at my early work and the techniques that I might have used back then, I can see that a lot of things have changed in the intervening years. Not all of those changes will have been for the better, for sure. Even now, when I look back at some old paintings, I can see things that I did back then that I might question why I still don't do. But such is the organic nature of watercolour. I guess what I'm saying is that there are many different ways in which this particular scene could be painted. A more segmented approach, for example, might be to paint in the individual elements one at a time with carefully chosen colours to represent them and build up things that way. Well, that's how I might have approached the task once upon a time. But what's changed, you may be wondering? Well, the concept of laying down a single wash that encapsulates many elements with colours that are not only allowed but encouraged to bleed together in a slightly unpredictable way, is, I've found, a great way to ensure a more cohesive, harmonious finish. Constantly mixing up different colours for different objects can, if you're not careful, result in a painting that looks too busy. Providing you try to keep your colour count down to a minimum, then there's no reason your work should turn out overly cluttered or jangly. I've found this method helps me enormously in the pursuit of harmony and cohesion. The only thing I would add to that is that it's important to not go too dark too quickly. If in doubt, keep it light. Remember, if we want to lighten a colour, we add water to it. In other words, we dilute it. If we want to make it darker, then we add more paint to it, which effectively makes it thicker. It's as simple as that. That's how we control the intensity of any colour in watercolour. Well, I mention this only because I still come across newcomers to the medium who think the way to lighten their mix is to add white to it. To be fair though, more often than not, that's because they've previously worked with acrylics or oils, so that's just what they're used to. Needless to say, it might be the way to do things in acrylics and oils, but it's not good practice when you're working in watercolour. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, then please do hit the like button. It really does make a difference. And if you'd like to see more, why not become a studio member of my YouTube channel? With that, you'll get instant access to the full-length, non-time-lapsed version of the demonstration, from which this has just been a very small extract, along with a bursting back catalogue of full-length demonstrations and tutorials, all for you to enjoy at any time. To subscribe, just hit that join button. There are other sign-up options available, such as my online tuition service. If you want to take a look at those, you'll find full details in the video description below. And that'll be that then. Until next time, take care.